What is hypnosis and what is hypnotherapy? How can you use hypnotherapy to leverage the power of your subconscious mind? Are there any side effects of hypnotherapy? Can you do hypnotherapy on yourself? In this episode, Dr. Ritu will be answering all these questions. If this is a topic that is of interest to you, watch this episode till the very end. You will enjoy this mind boggling episode. Hi, this is Vasudevan, author of Follow Your Heart, Your Brain is Stupid. Let's jump right into the chat show with Dr. Ritu. Hi, Ritu. Welcome to my chat show. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much for accepting my invitation.
Hi, Vasu, and thank you so much. I'm super excited to be in this show and talk to you and interact with you on so many important issues.
Thank
I'm
you.
super excited.
Viewers, we have with us a very, very distinguished guest. Meet Dr. Ritu. Dr. Ritu is a clinical hypnotherapist. She's a counselor, she's an author, and she is a life coach. She has been associated with the field of the mind for over 2 decades now. Recently, she published a book. The title of the book is Mind is the Master, Master the Mind. Very interesting topic. Right? And I've seen the reviews of that book in Flipkart and Amazon. Go and grab a copy of that. It's an excellent reviews are there. I ordered for the book and I'm going to be receiving it tomorrow. I just can't wait to start reading that book. Dr. Ritu is a certified clinical hypnotherapist from the California Hypnosis Institute. She conducts international certification courses in clinical hypnotherapy and also provides counseling, training, and therapeutic support to children, adults, educational institutes, and corporates in India and abroad. She has been conferred with multiple awards, and I cannot cover all the awards. I'm just going to name a few of them. The Shining Star Award in 2017, Lifetime Achievement Award in 2020, Excellence Award in 2022 in recognition of her amazing dedication and contribution to humanity. Dr. Ritu empowers people to access the biggest power one can reach, that is the power of the subconscious mind. Dr. Ritu, we can't wait to get started. If I may request you to share with our viewers very briefly about your journey and how you got into this particular field.
Okay, thank you, Vasu, for the lovely introduction. And talking about my journey, actually, I did my post graduation in psychology long back. Then I got married, and I was had two lovely children. Was enjoying marital bliss. No exams, no studies, full on masti. Lot of kitty parties and cooking, and just wasting, whiling away the time and being totally free. And then a vacuum started, in my mind. There was a great vacuum. I used to think about my subject psychology, browse through my books, and feel sort of key something is missing.
Okay.
And then an astrologer came to our house. This is very interesting, and everybody started showing and knowing, wanted to know about the future. So when my turn came, a relative remarked, "Arey, what do you want to know now? You're married and you have two children. So what is more left in your life?" So that got me thinking. I thought, is this life? Life is just this. You get married, bear children, and it's over. No, it's not like that. So I wanted to break free from that stereotyped thinking. And I started dreaming. And I dreamt. And I wanted to know my true purpose of life. So I, worked tirelessly for my purpose, got into healing. And then I realized that, yes, this is my true purpose. Then one of my friends, she shared that there was a course of MPhil in clinical psychology at the university, and the next day was the last day for registration. So if I wanted to do it, I could just enroll for the course and do it. And now 20 years have passed. All these years, I started like I completed my post graduation long back. So after 20 years, I came to know about this opportunity. So see, I had no time to think much. So I just got myself enrolled in the course, and it was lot of sheer grit, determination, and hard work. a lot of perseverance. And I was studying with students half my age, but I really enjoyed my college life that time. I did that. It was not an online course. I had to go to college regularly. I did it. When I sat to write my exams, my mind was all full of anxiety and doubts. But I just gathered myself, wrote my exams, completed my course, 2 year course, and then I talked. Both the years I talked. And then I was a MPhil in clinical psychology, and then I went up to do my PhD, and I got my doctorate in psychology. And so, what I want to, sort of stress here, so many times we have heard that think before you act. But in my case, I found that sometimes we have to take quick actions. So, it was act before you think. So, I acted before I thought because too much of sort of analysis and overthinking leads to paralysis, and it stops us from achieving our goals or doing what is right at that moment, because like it is said, opportunity doesn't knock twice, and the next day the course was no longer there. So that's how I did became a clinical psychologist, and then I was attracted to hypnotherapy and the word hypnosis a lot. So
Okay.
I mastered it. I learned from many my mentors and many trainers. I did a lot of programs, and ultimately now I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist with California Hypnosis Institute, and I'm teaching hypnotherapy also. So
Wow.
that is my journey, and then now I'm totally into healing. I have done many therapies, but hypnotherapy is an integral part of my healing because it
Wow.
has got great results, outstanding
What
results.
an amazing journey. I completely agree with you, Dr. Ritu, that one is that everything is predetermined in this universe, right?
Yes,
The other thing, which very important point which you made, is that you need to take those decisions. In fact, in my
right
last
decision.
episode, I shared the same thing, where if you think too much, that's the end of it. You will never be able to take the
Yes.
decision. Had you
Yeah.
thought little more than what you did, we wouldn't have been talking with, or in this
Yeah, lot of
studio.
doubts,
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
doubts. I won't
And
be able to do it. What if I fail? But I only thought that I should not have any regrets in life.
mm,
Later in my life, I would have thought, yeah, I could have done that course. Why didn't I do it? So a lot of regrets are there. So overthinking and analysis leads to what I told you, paralysis. I firmly believe that. So just act when you get the opportunity.
100%. I completely agree. In fact, in my book, my book is titled "Follow Your Heart. Your Brain is Stupid."
Ah,
This is what the
very
brain does.
interesting, right?
Yeah, this is what the brain does to us. It will make you
Yes,
overthink,
yes.
and then you'll not be able
Ah.
to take the decision. It just you would have missed it. Even if you had thought for one more day, you have missed this
Yeah,
opportunity.
missed.
You would,
Because so many times, your intellect starts working against you.
yeah, yeah.
So we are higher levels of consciousness we have. And sometimes if we think too much and overthinking and a lot of speculation, so our intellect will start working against us.
Yes,
So
yes.
then we are not able to take those informed decisions, which would really create transformational changes in our lives. So it's very important to, like
Absolutely.
you said, yeah, believe your heart, your brain is stupid. Great.
Okay.
Excellent.
Our viewers would like to know, Dr. Ritu, what is really hypnotherapy? And because what happens is a lot of people have got different notions. Some are negative also about hypnosis. They think that hypnosis means you are taking control over somebody else's mind. You
Yes.
may not misuse it, etc. Could you share exactly what is hypnotherapy and what is this misconceptions about?
So the word hypnosis is shrouded with lot of mystery and misconceptions, and like it is, people think it's some type of magic or jadoo tona and things like that. Vashikaran, somebody will control my mind and make me reveal all my secrets and things
Right.
like that. But hypnosis is, and this keeps the general public away from its numerous benefits. No, but hypnosis is basically, very simply, if I put it, it is influencing somebody without resistance.
Okay.
So it is an altered state of the consciousness, and it is a state of dual awareness. So the mind goes into a trance type of a stage, and which is a very, very, it is a induced, we can say that it is an induced state of relaxation where the mind becomes very much open to suggestions. Okay. So, Vasu, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So tell me, can we change?
Absolutely. We we
Why?
Why means, if I feel the necessity to change, I will change. If I don't feel the necessity to
True.
change, I will not change. I will
Yeah.
resist change, because human beings have an inherent resistance to change, because change is painful for most people, right?
Yeah. Right.
So I will resist change, but once I am
Yes.
convinced about it, I will be open to it, and that's my
Mm.
view on this.
Great. That's perfect. And one more way to look at it is like, see, we all can change. Why? Because as long as we are alive, we can change.
Right.
We are dynamic organizations open to change. Anything solid and fixed is as good as dead. ऐसा
Right.
कहा जाता है कि हम झुक सकते हैं क्योंकि हम जिंदा हैं, अकड़ना तो एक मुर्दे का काम. So I get people, my clients, like, I'm ma'am, up to me, I am 80-year old, how can I change? So I say, you are alive, no? So you have the potential to change.
Right.
Okay. So now with this, we come to the second question, that is it so easy to change? And the answer is, of course, no. अगर इतना easy होता तो हर कोई change हो जाता and
Exactly.
they would have been the best version of themselves.
Mm.
But it is not so easy to change. Why? Because our conscious mind is resistant to change.
Right.
Okay, so it resists. Why? Because it is making a comfort zone and living in that. We make comfort zones and we are happy or unhappy, sukhi hai, dukhi hai, we are living in the comfort zone. Because
Mm.
outside the comfort zone is something unknown area. And
Right.
unknown represents anxiety for the conscious mind.
Right.
So what happens, since it is resistant to change, we start living in the comfort zones. And when comfort zones are very good to rest, if we start living in the comfort zone, we stagnate and there is
Right.
no growth.
Right.
So what hypnotherapy does, because the conscious mind is our awareness, जिसको चेतन मन बोलते हैं, हमारी चेतना, it is our awareness. All our decision making, reasoning, problem solving, all the cognitive processes are a part of the conscious mind.
Mm.
So, but again, then this is the rational mind, the reason logic mind. ये तर्क वितर्क करता है, तो ये हमें change नहीं होने देता. Suppose
Right.
somebody comes to me and says कि I am not like very confident, but I tell that person, no, you are quite confident. You are a happy person. You're confident. But the conscious mind will reject that suggestion.
Mm.
So, what happens in hypnosis? The conscious mind is put into a trance state. Who goes into the trance? The conscious mind goes into the trance because
Right.
it is the reason logic mind. And when the conscious mind, there's a shift of the conscious, it takes a back seat, and then the subconscious is open. And we can
Correct.
access the subconscious mind through hypnosis because we induce an enhanced state of relaxation. So the conscious mind loses its grip, takes a back seat. Subconscious is easily available, it is accessible, and when we plant suggestions in the subconscious mind, they are 100 times more powerful, because one quality of the subconscious mind is that it has got no reason or logic. It is like a child, it will accept everything literally.
Right.
It is like a garden. A garden is no preferences. The garden will not say कि plant rose bushes or thorns in me. If we plant good
Correct.
seeds, we get a good garden. If
Right.
we plant weeds, we get that type of a garden, full of weeds and thorns. So it has no preferences. Whatever we give to the subconscious mind in the trance state, those suggestions are 100 times more powerful. They are accepted by the mind, and the mind starts working on them. And like this, we bring transformational changes in people, and it is a storehouse of riches. Whatever we want, we can draw from our subconscious mind and bring all these changes in ourselves. So that's why it's easy to change with hypnosis. So, and the therapeutic application of hypnosis is hypnotherapy. When we use hypnosis for therapy, then it becomes hypnotherapy. So, like you said, lots of myths and misconceptions. Ki somebody is going to take out my secrets, or trance, I will be totally unconscious, or if the hypnotherapist leaves, I'll remain in that state.
Mm.
And I'm a weak-minded person. If I get hypnotized, I'm a weak-minded person. And it is sort of like this hypnotist has some special powers. It is some magic. Nothing. It is anybody can learn. Anybody can learn to hypnotize. It is just a science and a skill. It is an art and science both. Because in hypnosis, during hypnosis, the brain is emitting. The brain goes into the alpha waves. It is emitting alpha waves, which we can measure with the EEG machines. So this is 7 to 14 cycles per second. Otherwise, we are in the beta level, which
Okay.
are 14 to 21 cycles per second. So 7 to 14 cycles per second, the alpha level is the best stage for sort of creative creation, for heightened awareness, for meditation, and for learning. So our brain goes in that level. It is a restful inner alertness where we are completely calm, cool, and collected, but physically totally relaxed, where the mind has expanded and our focus is very good. So we are just paying attention to the suggestions which are being given to us during that state. So
Great.
there is no reason, no logic, no resistance. The mind accepts those suggestions and starts acting on them. And the beauty of hypnotherapy is that these suggestions, they play or they have an effect even after the hypnotherapeutic session is over. They
Okay.
will keep playing in your mind. So
Yeah.
with a few sessions, we can bring transformational changes in our clients or in within ourselves with self hypnosis also. So it
Okay.
is a ultimate way to reprogram the subconscious mind
So
and
basically
have a
the
fulfilling life. Yeah, have your enhance your quality of life.
So
Yes.
basically, what you're saying is the conscious mind, which is creating the barrier for us to learn new things or to change, you're bypassing it, keep putting it into a trance
Yes.
state, and then accessing the subconscious mind, which is the most powerful
Yes.
thing. That's the whole principle of hypnotherapy. Okay, great,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Actually,
So
the conscious mind also has a role. See, so much of negativity is
yes,
all around us.
correct.
Conscious mind has a, like we can, then you can question me, then why are we having this conscious mind? No, it is a very important part because
Mm,
to have reason and logic is very important in our life. That's why we are able to make decisions. And so much of negativity is all around us.
mm,
Unknowingly, we tell so many people or around us or in our family also, like to a child, because you are a bad boy, you are a bad girl, तुम ऐसे हो तुम वैसे हो, so much negativity. So our conscious mind creates a barrier and we don't accept those suggestions.
right.
कुछ भी हम बोल देते किसी को भी. क्या
Mm,
आपने कभी देखा है कि किसी हॉस्पिटल में एक बैड बॉय और बैड गर्ल born हुआ है? Or some anxious or depressed child has been born in anywhere? No,
mm.
it is all learned behavior. No, over the
Yeah.
years we learn such things. So whatever is learned can be unlearned or relearned.
These
So
are all
with
conditioned.
hypnosis,
You get conditioned into
conditions.
thinking or acting or
Yes.
believing the
Ah.
way you're conditioned. You start believing those things.
So if we roam about with our subconscious mind open, we are going to accept all the negativity all around us.
Right,
So it's very important to awaken the conscious mind also after the hypnotherapy session and give the control back to the conscious mind.
right.
Okay,
So
so
my
it is an
next,
altered state of the consciousness.
got it.
See, we have three states, awake, sleep, and dream. So
Mm.
this is the fourth state, and a very nice, beautiful state to be.
So
The
Dr. Ritu,
trance.
supposing I want to practice hypnotherapy on myself, okay? Is it possible for me to do, or is it some third person has to do the hypnotherapy on me? How does it work?
So it does. It's important that you learn self hypnosis also from a
Mhm.
trained practitioner of hypnotherapy. So it is very much possible. There are like three types of hypnosis. Like it is hetero hypnosis. Like one person is giving you suggestions and putting you into the trance and taking you and
Okay,
giving you all those suggestions. And
okay.
second is of course self hypnosis, and then mass hypnosis when we try to hypnotize a crowd or a group of
Oh,
people.
these
So
magicians and
self
all do that,
hypnosis.
right? They-
Yeah. So, yeah,
Okay.
magicians usually use tricks. So
Huh, of
and
course.
yeah. So
Yeah.
hypnosis, there are no tricks in hypnosis. It is basically pure science.
So how much
We induce that relaxation state and we give suggestions and bring the person out of that state. Yeah.
and how much
So
time does it
self
take?
hypnosis.
Supposing I
Huh.
want to learn self-hypnosis, how much time
Hmm.
would it take me to
No,
be able to achieve that?
it is just about hypnosis. There are like long procedures, or there are very short, quick induction methods also.
Okay.
Quickly, we can induce a trance, and then in 2 minutes, like you must have seen the pendulum
Uh-huh.
hypnosis.
Correct, correct.
With that, in 2 or 3 minutes, we can induce a trance, give
Oh.
suggestions, and bring the person out of it. So that is an
So the learning
hypnotic
the
aid.
technique is easy. How to, if I
It's
want
easy.
to,
It's easy. It's
easy?
very easy. But you have to learn it in the right manner. It is in self hypnosis. You take yourself into a trance state,
Correct, correct,
okay,
correct.
and you give yourself those suggestions. And then by counting upwards, then you can bring yourself back. And if any emergency comes, you are free to take a call, open your eyes, and attend to that situation. So there is no danger in hypnotherapy or self-hypnosis. It is basically meditative awareness. How advertisements work, because we sit in front of the TV and there are repeatedly we are seeing those ads, and
Mm.
they make you believe that you need that thing,
Correct.
and you go and buy it.
Yeah.
So because we are in the alpha level when we are watching those ads and those programs on TV, so that is how they work.
Wow,
They
I'm
influence
I'm
your
I'm
subconscious.
really excited, yeah, because I always believe that it's a great power to trick the conscious mind. You have to do something. So this is a great way to do it. I'm sure I will get in touch with you. I definitely want to learn more about this. Another question, Dr. Ritu, are there any side effects of hypnotherapy? Because any medication you take, there are side effects. So, are there any
Yes.
side effects of hypnotherapy?
See, there are known side effects only when the person has active sort of people who are psychotic, like they are totally, severe mental illness they are suffering
Uh-huh.
from. We
Okay.
cannot hypnotize them because they will not understand
Mm.
what we are trying to tell them.
Okay.
There is a lot of reason and logic in them. And then, if a person is totally into severe depression, so
Acha.
that time we should not be giving them positive suggestions, or we should not strengthen their ego. In hypnotherapy, we are strengthening the ego and telling the person, you can do whatever you want to do. And suppose that person is contemplating to commit suicide, and
Mm-hmm.
he is feeling afraid, but if you give hypnotic suggestions, he will feel ki, "Arey, I can do everything, he'll go and
Oh,
commit."
okay.
So we
Okay.
have to be careful. In
Right. Right.
severe depression, what type of suggestions to be given? Actually, to learn hypnosis is very easy. Anybody can learn it, or you can watch a session on hypnosis and try to hypnotize somebody. But what type of suggestions you give, because you are playing with the subconscious mind.
Mm.
And subconscious mind is accepting each and every word literally. So we have to be very careful what type of suggestions you are planting in that mind. See,
Right.
mind is the ultimate human freedom given to us by the divine.
Mm.
Anybody can imprison your body, but can anybody imprison your mind?
Correct.
Even if you are in a room and where a lecture is going on, nobody can imprison your mind. If you want to attend to that lecture, you will attend, otherwise you won't.
Mm.
So that is when we are in the conscious state. But subconscious mind, when it becomes open, it becomes very, very vulnerable. So
Mm.
what suggestions have to be planted in the mind that time is of utmost importance. And that is the skill of the hypnotherapist. So that's why we take the whole case history, and we come to know what are the conditions the person is suffering from and what changes that person wants in his or her life. So we talk about the positive changes, and we don't talk now you will never be depressed. The brain has no image of no.
Mm.
If I tell you don't think of a pink elephant, what
I'll
will
keep
happen?
thinking. I'll keep thinking about the pink
A pink
elephant.
elephant will come.
Correct. That's what that was.
Don't think of black grapes. What will happen? So many black grapes will come.
Correct.
So because the brain has no image of no. So
Mm.
we won't say ki you won't be depressed. So the mind will create an image of a depressed person.
Right.
So it's the opposite of depression. You are happy, you are joyful, you're comfortable. So
Got it.
like that, such suggestions we have to plan. So it is basically we have to learn this only, how to plan suggestions, how to induce the trance, and
Got it.
how to then bring the person out of the trance. There are induction techniques, there are awakening techniques, there are deepening techniques. So all this we have to learn, and then it is an outstanding therapy to bring transformational changes in anybody's life, in yourself, and in all spheres, personal, professional, studies, and sports,
Oh,
and
wow.
basically to enhance the quality of life.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Viewers, wasn't that an amazing insight into hypnotherapy? I'm sure you maybe have been thinking that hypnotherapy, अरे क्या है? As she said, is it magic or black magic and all that? You would have understood the power of hypnotherapy, how hypnotherapy can be used to leverage the power of your subconscious mind and achieve almost anything that you want,
Anything.
right? And if you have any specific questions, viewers, do write in the comment section and we will respond to you within 48 hours. And that's a promise. Within 48 hours, me or Dr. Ritu will respond to your question. And if you want to consult with Dr. Ritu, I have provided the contact details of Dr. Ritu. You feel free to reach out to her for additional information or any consulting service that you would want to avail, right? In the follow-up session that's going to be with Dr. Ritu, the next episode is going to be on thought yoga and the benefits of thought yoga. And this is another amazing field where Dr. Ritu is an expert here. She'll be with us in the next episode where she'll talk about thought yoga and how it is to be done, etc., etc. Yeah. So if this is an area of interest to you, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and press the notification bell so that you get the notification as soon as that episode is released, so that you don't miss out on it. Okay. With that, Dr. Ritu, it was such a go ahead. Yeah.
One question before we sign off.
Yeah.
One question. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So, what do you think, Vasu? Do cows give milk?
Do cows give milk?
Give milk, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So I beg to differ. Cows
okay.
do not give milk. It has to be extracted drop by drop. If you stand a cow, it's not going to give milk.
Yeah, right. That's
So
right.
it has to be extracted drop by drop. In the same way, success, satisfaction, and happiness has to be extracted from the mind's factory by cultivating or building positive thoughts and reprogramming our mind. And hypnotherapy helps you to do that. It helps you to extract all positive things, whatever you want from life. So hypnotherapy helps you to do that.
Wow, that's a great analogy. Yeah, great analogy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ritu. Thank you very much for being with us today and enlightening us on this hypnotherapy and the power of hypnotherapy. Viewers, if you liked the session, if you got value out of the session, share it with the people who you think would benefit from this session. Not everybody is going to be interested in hypnotherapy. I understand that. So share it with those people who you think would be interested in this topic. And as always, it's an honor to serve you. Thank you very much again for being with us. And thank you, Dr. Ritu, for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Amazing session.
Thanks a lot.
Great learning for me, and I'm sure for all my viewers. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
See you in the next session. Bye-bye.
Sure.